12 pitch competition in Washington, D.C. and in one African city. 2021 was the last time we met in person. And you won the pitch competition. And since then, you've been killing it. You've raised successfully a seed fund from Launch Africa, one of our partners. And in 2020, you also had an Orange Fintech Startup Seed Challenge. You won non-equity $200,000 of award. And just a couple of months ago, you also have signed a partnership with Bank Misr, one of the largest banks in Egypt, so that your InsurTech services are actually provided to SME. So that's a huge success. So we really want to learn a little bit about your startup journey. And we have 15 startups pitching today, and we want them to learn from your journey. So first, can you tell us about your experience? What is your why of starting an InsurTech startup in Egypt? What motivated you? What was the pain points you want to resolve?
Yeah, thank you, Zacharias. I'm really glad to be here. Yeah, what got us to start a startup, other than we absolutely had underestimated the challenges that would come. But the story briefly is that me and my founding team were working at a traditional insurance brokerage in Egypt. And we were just frustrated with the way things were, especially in health insurance. We thought we could do better for the clients and also do better for ourselves. You can do better margins. You can also use digital media to raise awareness. You can automate the process. There was so much to be done.
Fantastic, thank you very much. And from the time you started Amanleek and to your success that we'll come back to it later on, can you just tell us what are the challenges of starting a startup and scaling up, and what are the joys that you can maybe highlight in those journey?
Yeah, so speaking of challenges, it's mostly challenges, very, very few joys, but those joys are worth it. Especially in the time when you're fundraising, and there is a formula for fundraising, and everyone has a conversion rate. So, for example, the seed round that we did, we got around 60 rejections for the first term sheet that we got, and then once you get one term sheet, the other investors will join in because they'll fear they're missing out on a good deal. So when you get 60 rejections, those rejections get into you, and some days I didn't want to wake up. I just didn't want to get out of bed, and I'm someone that obsesses about what they're doing. It's not recommended for any of the founders sitting today, but you get to this point that you're super frustrated, and I saw a client review us on Amanleek on Google, and she was just mentioning how we helped her get her mom into an ICU when she really needed it, and that without Amanleek she wouldn't have been able to help her mom. And that's the kind of impact that would motivate you, and this impact goes beyond any monetary or any other successes that you would have. This kind of defines the journey.
Fantastic, thank you very much. And even before you pitched for our pitch competition back in 2021, I was very much impressed how, even at early stage, you were focused on unit economics. Instead of just relying on external investment, you were really working on unit economics, controlling cost, making sure that you are profitable. And that has helped you. Well, let me take you back to 2021 November in Cairo. So we have a picture of you pitching coming up on the screen. And at the time, you were already controlling your unit economics, but the win and also the Startup World Cup has given you some sort of visibility. Now, my question for you is, Did the win at the pitch competition provided any visibility, credibility, or maybe validation that actually, yes, insurance can be sold digitally? Yes, as a startup, as a consumer of insurance, instead of walking to a bank, I can actually go to Amanleek digitally, and then I can buy some sort of insurance coverage. Is there any validation that you've got from the pitch competition?
Yeah, definitely. And I promise you guys it's not the same shirt. It's just a different shirt. Yeah, so when we won that startup competition, we qualified to participate at the Startup World Cup in Silicon Valley then the year after as the first Egyptian startup to go there. And this got a lot of media coverage that really helped us. At the time, we were fundraising, so this was also helpful. It kind of put us on the map, to be honest.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, give us a high-level view of where Amanleek is now compared to 2020. And don't be humble.
No, it's really like we were just starting. As of today, we're fully licensed. We got the insurance brokerage license in Egypt last year. Took us 2 years of hard work to get there. I think our numbers, or the company in terms of premiums sold, grew by like 20x, which is great. We serve tens of thousands of clients. We call them lives in most of the governorates in Egypt, even in remote areas. Like you said at the beginning, we just finalized a partnership with Egypt's second largest bank to cross-sell health insurance to their SME clients. So yeah, things are much better.
Thank you very much. And the last 2 or 3 years, you've been consistently named as the best insurtech company in Egypt. What did it take for you to achieve that? And then how was that partnership, that validation? That's a huge achievement, being named consistently the best insurtech startup. So what did you need to do to get that market validation?
I think coming from the industry really helped us. We came from the insurance industry. I was a freelance insurance broker before even I worked at a traditional brokerage. So we kind of had the relationship with the regulator. We knew the insurance companies. So this gave us the foundation to start the company. We're 5 people. The founding team is 5 people. We all worked together for like 9 years. So we adapted really quickly. And this is something that had a huge impact on reducing our burn rates, because you know exactly what you're solving for. So you can go to product market fit easily, or easier than.
Fantastic, thank you very much. Just before this fireside chat and the Zoom-based masterclass, we had Akshay providing some sort of investor-friendly, how actually startups can protect themselves from investors during negotiation. But on the other side, you have investors that you want to be behind you, supporting you, that can provide, beyond money. And I think you have those kind of investors. In particular, this week you have 500 Global, who brought 16 startups from Egypt here, and not just as a capital provider, but they want you to collaborate, partner with your counterparties in the fintech ecosystem so that you can expand your market and services. So can you tell us as a founder how important it is for our pitching startups to find a founder-friendly investor that can provide beyond capital and kind of open doors? How important is that, and how has it helped you?
Yeah, first of all, shout out to 500 Global. I can see Tiara from here, and Naz, and and, yeah. We're really lucky to have them. to have their support. It's the journey, like the needs of a startup founder are way more than just money. Especially first-time founders like myself, you underestimate a lot of things. And then you stumble upon a reality that is not as rosy as you thought. So having the backing of 500 Global especially, and their like global mentors, like they literally flew mentors from outside of Egypt to give us this mentorship. It really helped us. I also have just finished the partnership with Bank Misr, which was facilitated by the fact that they invested in us. So they not only provided the money, but also provided a partnership that is very important to grow the business. We also have Orange Ventures, which is one of the largest telecom companies in Egypt, and also working on a partnership as well.
Fantastic. So the takeaway for you pitching companies is, as the investors are doing their due diligence on you, as startup founders, you also need to do your own due diligence on the investor that you are starting relationships with. So now let's kind of personalize it. So we have 15 early stage startups pitching here in front of the panel of judges, exactly the way you've done in 2021. Is there any advice you want to give our Alpha Expo pitching startups?
Yeah, don't compare yourself to others. It's a very tough journey. But if you compare yourself to yourself, as long as you're progressing every day, even like 1% every day, some days are not gonna do any progress. Just don't look at other startups. Don't see the news of like, this company has raised $20 million. This does not define success. I think at the beginning, you need to stick to your idea. Don't listen to, take rejections with a grain of salt. Try to understand the reasoning behind it. Some rejections are valid. Some other rejections I call lazy rejections. It's just not the right fit. And I'm a big fan of finishing things till the end. So I'm in this journey. I'll see it till the end. I don't know if this is healthy or not, but this is my motto.
Fantastic, and that's a great motto and a great advice. Thank you so much. I think we have 2 minutes, so we're gonna zoom into the 15 early stage startups. Is there any question you want to ask Moab? So he has one fintech startup in 2020, 2021. He's raised a series of funds. He's been named as the best insurtech startup in Egypt. He has got one of the best investors in his support. Any question you want to ask him? Okay, no question means that you're happy with what you heard and you've taken that on board. So for all the pitching startup companies, all the very best. And Moab, thank you so much. And look forward to hearing more success in one of our future Alpha Expo pitching sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zacharias. Thank you.